there, how are you? Thank you once more for visiting my channel. I'm so glad to have you here. I know that I've been a little bit absent, and the reason why is because I was wrapping up the school year and I wanted to do so very successfully, which with everything that's going on, I did, and I'm so happy and feel so blessed by it. Hopefully, wherever you are, regardless of the different situations that we're facing, you feel as well happy and blessed just to be here. Another reason why I've been absent is because I've been giving some workshops. Yes, I've been giving lettering workshops and comic drawing workshops, and now I'm planning to give a watercolor workshop. If you're interested in joining me in one of these workshops, please leave a note on the comments and I'll contact you with information. For the month of July, I wanted to do a theme based on steampunk. It is a retrofuturistic genre of science fiction or science fantasy that incorporates technology and aesthetic design inspired in the 19th century. Its origins are sometimes associated with cyberpunk genre, but steampunk works are often set in an alternative history of the Victorian era and the American Wild Wild West. Some of the most recognizable features in steampunk are the anachronistic technologies or the retrofuturistic inventions, as people in that era thought of them for the future. All of them are always displayed in its fashion, its culture, arts, and architectural design. Some of the names that come to mind when thinking of steampunk: H.G. Wells for The Time Machine, Jules Verne for 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and Mary Shelley for The Last Man. This time around, I was even able to send some stickers to print. So let me show you what I've got. As you can see, all of the features that I mentioned are seen in these images. You can see the fashion, you can see the culture around it, you can see the art, and of course, you can see the architectural designs, all based either on the 20th century or the Wild West. As for the color palette, I'm gonna use some primary colors and some neutral, more earthy tones, trying to be mindful of the colors I have in my images. So get your material, go get your journal, and let's start planning for July. At the end of the video, I'll tell you more about the images, fonts, and materials that I'm using. Until later. Thank you for staying till the end of the video. Let's see what we did for the month of July. This is my cover and calendar for the month of July. As you see, I hand drew this calendar, and later on I'm going to put all the events that I have for this month. It's a very important month for me since I have my birthday on the 19th. So I hope to celebrate it with my family, even if we're at home, and receive lots of love from them. This time around I use a lot of stickers which just facilitate the process. For July, I use this vector by artist Mike. This sticker I found in Creative Market, and I love how it has so many details of what steampunk really displays. And as we talked in the beginning, steampunk is a retro-futuristic subgenre of science fiction. I love this image, this drawing. I found it in Steampunk Tendencies, and here's the signature of the author, but it's too small for me to see. Sorry, but it's really beautiful, and you can look it up there. I also added these goggles that you can buy at Pro Hustlers. I think they give a quite nice detail to the layout. Following, I have my page of memories, as where I just write small words that reminiscent good memories or emotions that I had this month. For the letter M, I use a design that I found in Creative Happiness, and then I just wrote the rest. I also found these two objects, these two art designs. This one, called Time Flies, is by Def Riddle Design. It's lovely, and you can look it up in her website, Def Riddle Design. And this hat I found in Vintage Topia, and I just think they're lovely, and they have to do a lot with memories. In my thankfulness page, where I just put one entry a day of things that I'm thankful for, I try to recreate a font by 123RF that you can find in his website. And this tree, which is lovely, I found it in an article that's called 70 Garden Art from Junk Design Ideas by World Inspiration. So why not create art from something that others might consider junk and do something as beautiful as this? For my challenge of this month, I'm going to continue working on a certification that I haven't finished. I've just done 2 units, and it's 11 units long, so I know I can do it in a month. I just really haven't given myself the chance to really work on it, which I will do on July, since I'm in some sort of vacation and enjoying the summer. So what I use here is this beautiful board called Abstractism by BNSPYRD on DeviantArt. And this is just my writing, a little bit of lettering for challenge, and then just a serif letter with the certification that I'm working on. Then I'm gonna keep doing yoga as much as I can. I've been doing really well for the last 3 months, and I want to continue that, but I also want to add a little bit of cardio. I'm thinking 2-3 times a week on a machine called Gazelle that I'm gonna be using from home. So wish me luck. And then of course I'm gonna keep working on my good habits, which, as you know, I follow savers: silence, affirmations, visualization, exercise, reading, and script or journaling. This font is a Steampunk font V3 by Illustrator G that I also found in DeviantArt, and I tried to reproduce a font by 123RF again that I found in DeviantArt. I really liked what he created, and I tried to reproduce it as much of my abilities as I could. And then I just did here to keep track of everything. I thought it was cool to have some like engines and stuff that I could color in. on the days that I really do all my good habits that I should be working on. And here on the side, I will put all the names of the podcasts that I listen to in order to grow professionally or personally. Then I have my quotes page. Here I will be writing the quote of the month that I need to still think on. And then I have my quotes page where I'll be writing all the quotes that I like from the books that I read. I've been reading a lot. You know, now that we're at home so much, I have that time. And I wanted to decorate it. I don't know, I've been feeling colorful and I wanted to decorate it, and I add some color to the font. But then I thought, oh, you know what, it's like blocking some of the space that I used to write my quotes in, but you know, I was just having fun with it. And this is again a font that I tried to replicate. It's inspired by a Shutterstock vector that I found. The main difference is that in Shutterstock it's only black and white, and I added some color. Again, I've been feeling colorful, and I think that's good that I've been feeling so bright and joyful. And the last page that I planned for the month of July, besides later on doing my weekly spreads, is the photo memories. And I'll be putting all those pictures that I get in the month of June to celebrate my birthday and to celebrate the summer and that we're off school. So for the font, again, I looked at this Steampunk font by Polish Your Art, which is beautiful, and I tried to replicate it. And then I found this lovely image in vintage fashion. And what I like about this website is that you just don't buy like a copy of it, but you can actually buy the original work. So take a look at that site, vintage fashion, and there's a lot of things that you can purchase that are original and just for you. And then I found this really super cool article on BuzzFeed that had a lot of items, you know, regular items like coffee machines and computers and glasses and cameras, and then they show to you how they would look in steampunk, in a steampunk fashion, I guess. And this is what a camera would look like, and this is an image that you can find in ThinkStock. So this is what I planned for the month of July so far. Hope that you like it and inspires you to do something great, even if it is not steampunk. Let me show you real quick the materials that I used this time around. So first off, I use a lot of my Prismacolor markers and fine liners. I use the 05 fine liner and also the C marker. And the rest are brush tips that I used. Again, I'm trying to stick with the theme and using more earthy tones. So I just have my black, my gray, and 2 brown markers that I have from Prismacolor. And just to complement and add some color to my palette, I use my super tips. Again, I'm using earthy tones with browns and greens. And I wanted to add a little bit of color with primary or sort of primary colors, because the yellow is not true yellow, but something that I thought will fit with the palette that I'm using overall. And just for some kicks and details, I have my Jelly Roll white pen from Sakura. So please let me know what is the layout that you like the most. And also, if you like reading or watching movies that are steampunk, could you give us some recommendations? This is a new genre for me that I always admire, because I love the vintage part of it, the Victorian part of it, and how they saw the future back then. So I love this mix of old and new, or vintage and futuristic together. I think it's really cool and so creative. So if you have some recommendations for us, write it down in the comments so we can read and watch those along with you. Have a great month stay home, stay safe, and always, always be kind. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Please like and share my video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you next time!